I'm up like $1,400 today between two Tradeify accounts. But as you can see here, the first trade of the day, I made $1,100. I'm going to show you that trade right here. I'm going to break down the markup for you so you can learn my strategy. But I want to talk to you first about this sick deal from Tradeify. Right now, use the code EAGLES. It ends tonight. Thanks to my birds winning the Super Bowl, you get 40% off a straight to sim funded account. That's the account that you see me trading here. That's the account we're going to talk about today. If you don't want to use the Eagles code because you hate the Eagles so much, or maybe it's after the day after the Super Bowl and you're watching this, still use the code ASFX, my logo, ASFX. Those four letters are going to save you either 40 or 35% on the straight to sim funded accounts when you're watching this. So let's go over these trades. Like I said, 1,100 on this trade, and then on the second trade of the day, 278 on a 50K account. So I traded 150K first. I'm going to start to treat that as like my aggressive account with Tradeify. And then I treated my 50K kind of a little more conservative just because the drawdown is tighter. You know what I mean? It's $1,000 a day or $1,200 a day versus $3,000 a day. So for someone like myself who likes to risk, make or lose about 1,000 to 2,000 a trade, 150Ks really are much more suited for me. Now, you can see the first trade today, that $1,000 trade, was only 17 minutes. Very quick trade. The second trade took an hour and 43 minutes. So the first trade was a textbook trade that we teach in Futures 101 and Futures 2.0. Those are the two courses that we have on ASFX TV. Futures 101 is free. I'll put a link for that below. There's a link on my bio on Instagram and Twitter and everything. Check that out. It's about 2.5 or 3 hours long. It teaches you my VWAP strategy. It teaches you exactly how to take this trade. So for me, this is called a mid-range entry. It's because it's in the middle of the opening range set here at 930. We are above the overnight VWAP shown with the dotted line, the previous day New York VWAP shown with the blue line. We have a beautiful double bottom there. And then we take today's New York VWAP there. And that's why you see me take this long position right here. We sit above that New York VWAP for 4, 5, 6 minutes. Then we start to move higher towards that opening range high, which is the target of the mid-range trade. A mid-range trade entry in the middle of the opening range, stop goes at the low at the bottom of the range, 7.25 points in this example, and then target is the top of the opening range. So you can see I closed some here as we moved quickly towards that top, and then I got full out of the trade here as I got stopped in profit with my trail. So once we got to the top of the range, I get some here, I bring the stop up to here, then I start bringing the stop up to here, and that's exactly where it tapped me. So this was really nice. I mean, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, you make $1,100. Happy with that. Not going to go give that back. With this too, notice like Delta was only negative 2,000 today. If you've been really following the details on my video, that negative 2,000 Delta is really not that bearish. So when we saw orders above at 80 and 85 on the book map, we knew that the 75 could work trading right up into that 85 price. We talk about prices a lot on stream, and that's how we identify key levels to trade into and trade from. So then the second trade of the day was on another account. So you won't see the trade over here, but this is where the first trade was. Then we stay bullish through the morning, gets a little more pop. Great. That's awesome. We pull back to New York VWAP at 1130. I take another buy position here, and then I add in a few minutes later to get to about 13 or 14 micros on this one. This is the 50K account. So I only have like $1,200 a drawdown to play with. The question here is going to be, Austin, why is your stop loss so far? Well, longs off of the New York VWAP, because this is a break and retest New York VWAP bounce that we're looking for. Those longs would still be valid if we pulled back here, as we do, to previous day VWAP, the light blue line. That hold of previous day VWAP is why, I've seen it before, is why I knew the stop loss had to go closer to the session low, set back here at the start of the New York session. So because we had to go with the further stop, the trade took longer to develop. I didn't add in or anything like that. I think I could have added in a little bit in here as we came back above New York VWAP, but then you can see full out of the trade here. Mentally, I was tapped out. It was like 115. I've been sitting here all day. I only took one break today, so I was done at that point. Took the $300 win, was very happy with that. But overall, I risked 14 to make 12. And with my win rate, risking 14 to make 12 is perfectly fine. I'm often going to do that. When I have meetings, I often will go with bigger stop losses too. I think another way to play this would be go with a stop here at that structure, get stopped out here, and then get back in long on the bounce off of the previous day, or get back in here as we move off of New York. Take that second attempt. And a lot of our Black Shirt Club guys did that. So I think either way to play it, with the wider stop at the low or the double trade, they'll lose the first one, take the second one, and win it. Either way, I think that's the way to play it today. This is the Tradeify journal. I really like this on their back end. Whenever you buy an account with them, you get access to this. You can see my month is off to a pretty good start. Very happy with this 3-day green streak, chasing Evan's 30-day green streak. But we're going to be live tomorrow morning on ASFX TV. So I'll put a free trial link down below. Definitely take advantage of this Eagles sale if you can. If not, like I said, use the code ASFX, and that'll hook you guys up with the biggest discount that they offer. Even today, if you put in ASFX instead of Eagles, it's still going to give you 40% off. Everybody should buy one. Everybody should buy one. Even if you have funded accounts, you're already getting the payouts and blah, blah, blah. It's a great deal. 40% off. You can't pass that up. So I'll make sure that link is below. It's in my bio, and I'll see you guys all on stream tomorrow morning.